My name is Nebojsa Neskovic. I'm a theoretical physicist and an electrical engineer. I come from the Vinca Institute of Nuclear Sciences, Belgrade, Serbia. On the site by the village in Serbia, the outskirts of Belgrade, called Vinca, which is a village, the name of the village, there are two institutions involved in nuclear science and technology. Vinca Institute of Nuclear Sciences and Public Corporation Nuclear Facilities of Serbia. The institute was founded by the government of Yugoslavia in 1948 as the first modern research institution in the country. The corporation was founded by the government of Serbia in 2009 with the task to govern the nuclear facilities in Serbia, which had belonged previously to the institute. These facilities within the corporation are the RA and RB reactors, 3 hangars for temporary deposition of solid radioactive waste, a temporary depository of high-activity radioactive sources, 4 tanks for temporary deposition of liquid radioactive waste, and facility for processing radioactive waste. The RB reactor, on the left figure, is a zero-power research nuclear reactor constructed by the experts of the Institute back in 1958. The RA reactor is a research nuclear reactor of the thermal power of 6.5 megawatts, constructed by the experts from the USSR in 1959. It was stopped in 1984. In 2002, the government of Serbia made the decision to decommission. In the corporation, there are about 1,100 cubic meters of solid radioactive waste in the first and second hangars, and about 800 cubic meters of liquid radioactive waste in the 4 tanks. Besides, in several laboratories of the Vinca Institute, there are certain quantities of irregularly stored radioactive material. In the process of decommissioning of the RA reactor, these quantities of radioactive waste will increase significantly. All the existing and future radioactive waste should be deposited temporarily in the 3rd hangar, which is empty at this moment. It is new but empty. The major problems of the Institute are the lack of a clear concept of its development and the financial resources needed for the completion of construction of the medium and high energy part of the Tesla accelerator installation. Tesla is a large-scale facility for production, acceleration and use of ions in science and medicine. The major current problems of the corporation are the financing and organization of the following serious jobs: decommissioning of the RA reactor, refurbishment of the RB reactor, which is a zero-power reactor, which is still in use of the 3rd hangar for temporary deposition of solid radioactive waste and temporary depository of high-activity radioactive sources, completion of construction and use of the facility for processing radioactive waste, decommissioning of the 1st and 2nd hangars for temporary deposition of solid radioactive waste and the 4 tanks for temporary deposition of liquid radioactive waste, construction of the permanent depository of radioactive waste in Serbia, which is a very serious job, and finally, possibility of illicit trade of the deposited radioactive waste, solid and liquid. The crucial step to be undertaken with the aim to initiate the solving of the above described major current problems of the Institute and Corporation should be the founding of the Vinca Science and Business Park. It would be a business association of various institutes and companies involved in basic and applied research, development of methods and technologies, production and provision of services in the fields of natural and technical sciences, science with accelerators, nuclear energy, radiation and nuclear safety and security. The founder of the park will be the government of Serbia on the basis of a special law that would include a series of measures for stimulating its park's expansion, primarily by including in it small and medium enterprises interested in development of accelerator and radiation technologies. The Institute and Corporation would be among the first members of the park. PARC would be responsible for the coordination of programs, projects and jobs realized by its members, independently or through their collaboration. This is related primarily programs, projects, and jobs connected to radiation and nuclear safety and security, and to industrial production of cyclical radiopharmaceuticals. The park would establish special relations with the International Atomic Energy Agency, Vienna, Austria, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, Geneva, Switzerland, the Joint Institute for Nuclear Research, Dubrovnik, Russia, and a few European accelerator centers. The principal objectives of the founding and development of the park would be to solve the major current problems of the Institute and Corporation in a way to ensure the following. These are the objectives. Permanent elimination of the possibility of illicit trade of the radioactive waste deposited in the Institute and Corporation. Regular distribution and use of cytotron radiopharmaceuticals in medical centers of Serbia. Introducing proton therapy of eye tumors in Southeast Europe. Intensive scientific and educational collaboration in the fields of radiopharmacy, radiation biology, and material science in Southeastern Europe. And finally, opening the process of introducing nuclear energy in Serbia. These are the objectives. There are clear ways how to achieve that. I will talk about that later in the discussion. Thank you very much.